I was talking to her. Oh God. Hi, I'm Jenny. To be honest with you, I have severe panic attacks sometimes because I take too much crack cocaine, and that's why I was doing the balloon. Anyway, I was just going to tell you all that basically, I had a really good channel on here the first time I started it. A lot of posts, a lot of my, oh fuck this, I'm starting again. And maybe not. Here we are. Hi, it's me, Jenny. Hold on, let me see the music down. Oh dear. I don't want to be even mixed signals, but I don't want to lie either, and I don't want to stop doing these videos because it's almost like my recovery process. Because I'm very immature and I've had a shit life, and I'm always apologising, always putting myself down, and always letting people walk all over me. I mean, the poem that made me, and what nearly made me, I had producers from Canada asking me to go on TV shows and stuff. My channel was excellent, but some jealous cow deleted it, but I don't think it was everything because my ex, because basically he told me I'd end up like Amy Winehouse or something because I've got a very addictive personality, so maybe he was right. But now I feel like I'm ready in my life, and I don't think I'm going to get famous, I'm not that big-headed, but I'm dizzy as fuck and people either love me or they hate me. And I also feel like I'm giving different signals because I'm telling people not to take drugs and how clean I am. And I'm not a fraud, I've relapsed the fuck, I'm wired up my head, honestly, and I don't want kids to think it's good. I want them to see how fucked up it's made me. And do you know what, if I wasn't talking to you lot on this camera, I'd be picking my hair now and I'd be wired and paranoid. And honestly, I was so close to going on a twist the other week. I've lost a lot of weight, I'm down to like 8.5 stone. And I'm just still sucking on a fucking pipe not every day, just about twice a week now. I've started to realise that if I carry on doing it, I'll be ill. And it was horrible at one point because we had these like carpet beetle things. I thought I had them on my hair and stuff. That's why I made that last video, taking the mick a bit basically, because I wanted to show you how like mad shit like that can send you. But this is like what really made me. It was this poem. I might actually read it because I've forgotten a few of the lines, but they're on my own. I do them in half a second or half a minute when I'm wired, and I've just slipped up there because last time I said I was clean, see what I mean? You're a liar when you're a drug addict, but that's the thing, I've not let my standards drop. I don't rob people and stuff like that, I just can't do it, it's not in my heart. Sometimes I condone it with, oh, that and that, but do you know what? I only ever hurt myself, I sell my body to make money. But now I don't have to, because life's for the better, it's changed, woohoo! Right, anyway, this is one of the ones I did, the first ones that nearly made it, and I could have gone on YouTube with it, but I didn't. Right, listen. I'll never forget my first proper high, my heart beating so fast I thought I might die. I thought I was clever with loads of good ideas, but when it came down to it, it was just floods of tears. My jaw was waffling 10 to the dozen, but all I thought I was clever, I was talking about nothing. My eyes were bulging right out of my head, but all I really wanted to do was hide under my bed. The amount of weight I lost from my belly to to have my eyes wide open staring right for the telly, seeing things that weren't even there. In my world of delusion, I just didn't care. Never take crack cocaine, it's bad shit, man, it'll send you insane. And you know what? I write these poems in half a minute. You know what I mean? It's just, I have to be wired to do it. Well, I don't have to, that's what I'm telling myself because I'm an addict, and at least I realise that, but I'm not putting it into practice. Right, but it's like, that is all my own work. I've got another one, and I forgot about it, that I did when, about a year ago, because something might fill you in my life, I lost another baby, and that was through, I think, me. I mean, I can't blame myself. I've had one baby that's died. It will be a birthday, actually, in about a month or two here. I've got a few props. There's me in the paper, when I was about 21. It says, it's got something like this Chris Little, Mum's message to gossips, I didn't kill my baby girl. She was lying on my chest and she stopped breathing, and I gave her mouth to nose and she started to breathe again, and it was horrible when I did my first jail sentence because I confided in my cellmate and told her, and she like spread it around the wing that I was in for killing a baby. No, I was in for a month for kiting. I don't think that name even exists anymore, but it does. But I just want to be happy now, I really do. I mean, look at that one, that's awful. That's one coming out of the courts. But I love this one. I got my little boy in it. He's now 18, bless him. Look, mum's message to gossip. I did not kill my baby girl. That's the only interview I ever did, and I've made any money out of a death. I never would do that. I'm really honest as days long, and that's the way I want it to stay. And anyway, Strong Boy, there's an advertisement for you, dark freaks. I'm going to be rich one day. Anyway, I don't know, there's a few things I want to tell you, a few things I want to do. I've always, like I say, in prostitution, like, supported myself, and I've basically always, like, not robbed up people or stuff like that. I've always ended up hurting myself, and yeah, but I've given it up. You don't dwell in the past, you just get on with your life. I feel like I've dealt with a hell of a lot of issues, and do you know what, so the way I was when I did them shitty Copy of the Pizza videos, you must see the size difference. I mean, I've always been a blonde, but you buggery men, you all went off my videos when I went back brunette and I just had a baby. Bet you'll all be watching them now, won't you? But it's like, no, I'm actually really skinny at the moment. You can see I'm down to like 8 stone. But I really am trying to get my life in order, and people think, oh, it's the drugs, it isn't, it's vitamin B deficiency. But when will people understand that? Another one of my poems that was quite funny, it was really dirty of me, and it was, it started off with, the beat is Manchester, red light district. I mean, the amount of times I've really got my head kicked and I'm lucky I'm still alive, but my bark's worse than my bite. But no, I'm not just a quiet girl who doesn't know anything, but that's what I like to make people think. See what I mean? Putting on an act. Why do you have to do that? Oh, what was it anyway? I'm making my way to Manchester Beat. I'm cold now, hungry, but I'll stand on that street. The cars they drive around them round, none of them stopping, I won't admit defeat. One of them stops, he asks me how much. Oh, what a touch. He asked me how much. Oh, I can't remember that bit, but anyway, then it goes, oh, what a touch, yeah. And he's offering me 30. Oh, what a touch, yeah. Until he opens his flies and smells that he's dirty. Slowly he pushes my head and puts his mouth on my cock, pushing my head with force like a prick. Oh, that's wrong. Slowly he slips my mouth around his cock. He's asking me questions he knows that I can't say. How can I talk with a mouthful of cock? I knows I can't. It's part of his plot. Finally got out. Can't wait to get out to buy my drugs and plot it all out. And then it's something about 20 and the price no longer 30. But anyway, I don't have many friends, you know. I really don't, because I've got major trust issues. I can't have people like me. I'm the sort of addict when I am using that I like to have one-on-one for the day. And that's hard, I know, very hard, but if that's all I've got, that's all I'll do, because I don't want to run back on them streets. And it'll be like, I'll set myself at little tasks, like I'll do the washing up, then I can reward myself with a lick and stuff like that. And I've always tried to get people off it. Me, my son is, I'm quite proud of him, he's don't get me wrong, he's done the odd bit of selling weed and stuff like that, but he's got a job and stuff, and he'll kill me for disclosing his business. But he nearly died from my medication, and that's what's given me the kick up the arse. I do not need stuff like that. He's been around since he's been young anyway, and it's like this last baby that I've lost that I'll tell you about in my next poem that I do properly. I'm just having a chat now, because for those of you who know, my channel is about poetry. But yeah, basically my child nearly died. He took loads and loads of methadone, which was mine, and you know what? If everybody hated me, I won't fucking blame him, but it's made him so much wiser and so much more cleverer, and it's given me the kick up the arse that I needed to sort my head out. And my 4-year-old daughter, the one who I've got on one of my videos, I haven't seen her for absolutely months, so I'm going to have to get clean and office shit to get her back. I've cut down to a couple of days a week, and I'm living with my dad now and caring for him. I'm really enjoying it, and but I'm at home at the moment. Anyway, I'm just going to go off screen a minute and then I'll be back, okay? You see, one thing I won't do is use my YouTube channel to show up and take drugs on. But what is it, the Rolling Stones' Mother's Little Helpers? I'm full of diazepam and stuff like that because I'm addicted to them, and I'm not surprised with the amount of babies I've had that's died. But if you don't dwell in the past, you just fucking get on with it. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Everybody kicks me down. Anyway, it's not really depressing, But here's my baby's feet before she passed away, bless her. She was so cute. I've got an 18-year-old son, a 4-year-old daughter. Life's good. You know what I mean? I wanted to do Live Vandross, but I think I'd get sued because I wanted to talk about, never mind, like, to dance with my father again. It's one of them, to put his dirty hands all over me again, because that's most people's story. But not with me anyway. But it is. I wanted to turn the Luther Vandross into a child abuse thing, but I think I might get sued for it. Somebody will probably do it now and nick my idea. It's one of them, not to dance with my father again. It's more like, oh God, my father's coming to get me again. Oh dear. I think most of us have been abused, but I'm the only person who can talk about it and just not find it funny, but learn to deal with it and think to myself, how many? A lot of cousins, he would have touched them as well. The guy's dead now and it's proved in a court of law. But anyway, let's change the subject. It's taken me a lot to do this actually, a lot of confidence to build it up, and it's like I was saying, I have like panic attacks now. And do you know what? Sometimes I use like these, you know, NOS balloons. And I don't do it very often at all. It's all the kids of today on all these legal highs and shit, but it does help to load into a balloon, it really does. And yeah, what did I want to do then before, right? I love singing this to people, right? I'm so dizzy and stuff right me, but I'm just Jenny. If you like me, like me. If you don't, you don't. People call me Jenny from the block or Jen Stop. It's funny, it makes me laugh. I just wanted to sing a bit cute like going to you. When I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the walls, and at the back of my mind I hear my conscience call, telling me I need a girl who's as sweet as a dove. For the first time in my life, I see any love. There I was, giggling about the games that I had played with many hearts, and I was saying no names, and then the thought occurs to just with my eyes saying, because I said to myself, look what you done to her. I can't explain it inside, I can say how you feel. All I know is that I'm never dishing up the raw deal, playing make-believe, pretending that I'm true. The thought occurred to say that I love you. Do you know what, right? I'm loving this like new shoulder bit myself because I've been stripping and working in the pole dancing clubs, and it's like really, really, really good money. 190 and 800 quid. That is a lot of money to go home with, and I want to get back into it because I'm getting like really big. They've gone a bit now, but muscles, honestly, I'm doing well. I think if there was any song about me, and any of my friends would tell you, because it's the sort of person I am, it'd definitely be the A-Team, because that's what I do. I stand on the street, and I'm not going to sing it for you because I'm not very good. I'm good at like spitting or MCing or whatever they call it, but not singing. And it's like, that's what I used to do. I used to go out and have sex with like 10 people a night, and I'd come back with like £1,000, and it's horrible. I don't care for you men sitting there thinking, oh yeah, it's easy. You know what, you lot think we just wave at the fucking cars, you get fireworks thrown at you and everything. And I'm just so glad I'm out of it, I really am. And I'll tell you what got me out of it, it's stripping and pole dancing. And once I get famous on this, the bastard who sat me can give me my job back, I'm telling you. That's right. He's lovely. Do you know what, he loved me to bits. A lot of people do, a lot of people don't. I think I've only just started to realise that I've got a bit of confidence about me, and that I'm not actually ugly, and I've realised I actually really, really do need to sort my friggin' head out. And I mean, yeah, saying I'm clean, I'm on 20ml of meth a day reduction programme, and I'm having about a stone every other day. But from, not mind from, when I stop I'll just stop, but I am majorly cutting down and stopping because I'm missing my daughter so much, and I need to see her soon. And I need a decent tune on this radio, it's shit. I'm still here. That's more like it. Let me see if I've got any more poems to show you, which I haven't read yet, or these are all originals, you see. Oh goodness, what that is depressing anyway. Right, what's this? Oh, that's that one. Oh, that's depressing, I'm not reading that one. But hang on, I don't know if I've read this before. See, I just write them. I did all these in rehab. I'll never forget. Oh no. I've been clean for nearly a year. I thought I'd lost all of my fear. You all know what my life was about. Drug, prostitution and hanging about. Doing things on YouTube has given me a life. I've got my confidence back, and that's how I thrive. I have been round for quite a bit. because I haven't been around for quite a bit because I've had a miscarriage, and yes, it was shit. Just as I thought my pain was a miss, it came back with a vengeance and smelled like rotten piss. I know this sounds harsh, but that's how I feel. I've lost a baby. Will it ever seem real? Why am I punished for things and paid my price? I've even self-harmed my wrist with a knife. The self-harming happened when I was a kid. It's long ago now and a painful miss. But I lost my baby only last week. I don't understand. I'm no longer weak. I'm stronger than all of you. I'm no longer bad. Someone has it in for me. They always had. Right, now that was about a year and a half ago, and it wasn't just a miscarriage, it was a proper baby. I was 7 months pregnant. I just stayed off YouTube for a long time, and even like I go into the details about the smell. I mean, it had been done inside me for a few weeks. It was absolutely awful. I was just going to save that one and do it separately. I still might do different videos, different views, and I don't know, I just want to pour my heart out, and nobody's listening. I'm here on my own, and it's like I need to talk to somebody, so I'm going to talk to you lot. I've got the washing to do. I don't do ironing because it makes me cry. I've got cleaning to do, but at least I'm not thinking about where I'm getting my next fix from and going to work. The only thing I smoke now is a weed, but I'm not recommending that. And like I say, I've not done any YouTube videos for a long time. I mean, last time was pretty like out of the blue. It was, I posted a bit of my first one, my crack cocaine high one. I posted it for a bit of a laugh, and my son was like, "You'll never get anywhere," you know what I mean, and all that. I'm not even lying to you. If you hadn't deleted it, it could have gone viral. And if that's the right word, or I don't mean viral as infection. But anyway, I'm dizzy. Basically, I told you somebody deleted them because they thought I wasn't ready for the fame and fortune and stuff like that. But that's not what I want. I mean, I'm a partner, I get paid a couple of dollars a week, I donate to charity. I just want to have, right, a happy life and to be clean, or best of both worlds where you just have control, because I can control myself, but I won't offer shit, I really do. And I want a decent freaking music station on. It's doing my head in. I've got to be in the cleaning mood with a nice cleaning tune. So I'm going to roll myself a little happy cigarette and clean. Oh, that's a tune. Come on, yeah. It's not happening, boys and girls. Oh, where are we going? With a chance, I wanna be the only one who loves you. Yeah. So anyway, I need some subscribers back, I really do, and I'm going to donate my money to charity. But I'm not asking anybody to subscribe to me. I'm just take me as I am, because I know most of these videos on YouTube get watched. And if you choose to subscribe to it, then that's absolutely brilliant, because I'm just a nice person. I mean, for instance, I was working at Victoria's in Manchester a couple of weeks ago, and I was talking to this girl, and she turned around and she said, because I got a lot of grief there because I was an ex-addict, and she was like, "Jenny, everything you've done and everything you've been through," she said, "you're actually with it, you're still a nice lady. You've not, if we can't beat them, join them sort of attitude. You've actually just got on with your life, and you just get knocked down but you get up again." And I do. I don't let anything upset me. I don't like stress. I don't like arguments. I don't like grief. So it's one of them. If you're going to argue, don't argue around me. If you're going to fight, don't fight around me. If you're going to give me stress that I've got to deal with, fuck off out the door. And you know what? That was my old problem. I used to let people, "Oh, I'm helping them, I'm nice, I can help everybody in the world." Well, I fucking can't. You've got to be two-faced and realise at some point, haven't you? Anyway, fuck a duck. It's mad, isn't it? It's like manic shit all the time. People hurting you and stuff like that, and upsetting you, and it's just bangers. And you know what? I am just going to, I don't have to explain myself, do I? That's one thing I'm learning as well. Bollocks to it.
From the legendary Strawberry Studios, this is Imagine FM.
But anyway, what I was saying is, I don't want to be, I mean, I've got those gas balloons here, I should stop blowing them up and stuff, but I don't want to impress people by saying I'm taking drugs and that's good. I wish I'd never started in the fucking first place. It was a bit of a release. But these poems on YouTube are a bit of a relief to me. They'll sort my napper out, because it's like, it was strange last time I told you I was lying in bed with my ex, and all of a sudden he went, Jenny, about 3,000 comments have just come through from your YouTube thing, and I was like, oh my days. And I just started checking it every day, all the time, to see if I'd get more views and stuff like that, and it was my heart and soul. And if anybody ever knows, right, I know I can read all these tutorials, but I can't fucking do it, how to recover my deleted original videos, which are only 2000 I think, or something. It's 5 years ago, it's within the time range, because I've watched the tutorials then. I wanted that Nolan, what's her name to do it, Nolan Caro, God knows, but she's not replied to me anyway. But obviously I'd have to trust somebody, because I'm going to be trusting them with a really decent channel. But would you please either send me a simpler video or try and get my videos back if there's any techno people out there, you know, who know about computers. I actually bought a book the other day for Windows 10 and I thought it was from my iPad. I'm not even joking. I can't stand it that there's no decent music on tonight. Here we go. Try medium wave. Do you know what as well, right? For a one-off, right, I'm going to be really blatant. Hang on. Sorry. Right, basically, I am going to use my womanly influences to get all my subscribers and my viewings back, especially with my line of work, what I used to do. So, and kids watch this, so I'm not doing anything wrong, but basically, here's my feet, because people have foot fetishes. I don't know what's stuck to it, but I like the looks of it. And here's your smoking fetish. Now I'll get a load of weirdos contacting me, not weirdos, sorry, you're lovely, asking, oh, will you smoke a cigarette? Oh, will you show your feet again? No, I'm out of that line of work and I'm getting on with my life, and I'm trying to do well, I really am. I won't be a sec. Anyway, when I was working, sorry, I took a little break. When I was working, I could tell you some stories, right? Basically, I've just got in contact with them recently, actually. The reason I went from the street work to like the stripping work is because I met an MP. I didn't clock it for like months, weeks. I always thought he was very private and he'd always get taxis everywhere, and he used to hang around with multi-millionaires, and obviously he was tight enough to pay me £100 just to spend a bit of time with him. I won't go into detail. But that's what I mean about being a nice person. I'm not going to mention no names, mate, you know who you are, but it's like, I could have sued him, I could have scandaled him, everything, but look at the way David Beckham's affair ended up. They all hated her. I mean, it wouldn't have been that much, but I took pictures of him when he was drunk and stuff just to wind him up. Anyway, hello darling. But yeah, I still see people like that. It's strange, the people you meet. My friend's done a Jason off Coronation Street. And someone's from like Adam out of Emmerdale. But anyway, basically it's quite a hard thing to do, prostitution. A lot of people say it's the oldest trick in the book, but I never enjoyed it. I enjoyed the stripping, but yeah, enjoyed the funny life and the characters you meet. The funniest one was when I was in court and I was looking at my first custodial sentence, and I was absolutely terrified, and the judge just basically said, right, we'll retire. And I was just sort of laughing my head off quietly to myself. I was handcuffed to the group forward, and I just like chuckled and thought, nah, I'm getting out here. Anyway, the solicitor came back in and he said, I've discussed it with my colleagues that we have some sort of personal interest, this case can't be heard. He said, case dismissed. It was only paid shoplifting, but I'm not into that anymore. Anyway, my solicitor says to me that day, it was this Kieran Henry from Stockport, I left him waiting all day. He said, Jenny, how did you walk out that court? Anyway, I left him for hours. It was like, I didn't go back till after dinner that day because I had a bit of a crush on him when I was younger. I never go into the whole shebang-a-lang about it. But basically, he was one of my customers and it was awful. And it was really funny because he just did not want to admit it, and it was just like that little look that he gave me as if to say, please keep your mouth shut. But that went with the job. But things are really, really looking up now. Things are getting better. It's actually, I can actually say for once in my life that I'm happy. And not because I'm wired, because I'm getting on with my life and doing stuff. And speaking of that, I need to do my benefit letters, otherwise I'm going to fuck up. Right, it's nice to speak to you all again anyway, and I'm going to be making a lot more videos recently, so you'll get used to my face. It's Jenny from the Block. You used to all call me Street Girl, I found that quite funny, I got that nickname. Okay, bye. Love you.